congratulations on the win. What do you think of your performance overall?
You know, I didn't have the high output that I wanted to, and I circled the wrong daggone way the whole fight. And I practiced, so I'm going to circle to his left, my right, and he just cut it off. So I had to go harder the other way, and it kind of threw off what I wanted to do. But I made it work well enough, I guess.
He seems pretty surprised and upset at the decision. Were you confident before the scorecard was read?
I was. I was confident. My corners were with me the whole fight. And he said, listen, you won the fight. He said, you did. I felt like I did. I let him dictate. I was backing up too much. And again, he kept cutting me off well. And I should have adjusted a little bit more.
I don't know if you saw the response or a non-response from Corey Anderson. Unfortunately, you did call him out, but he responded out that unfortunately at the same time as the call-outs, and he's getting texted that he received word that his uncle died. So he's asking for a moment of people to kind of leave him alone to his family. So unfortunately, you won't get to the response that you wanted to. So.
Hey, Corey Anderson, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the family moment like that. Please take care of your family. My prayers will go out to you and your family.
Now, what's funny is because I don't think you have any beef with these guys you call. You come up with these what seemingly random moments, So he was a wrestler in Wisconsin. That's what the call out was for this one.
Yeah, he wrestled in Whitewater, Wisconsin, which was about an hour from where I grew up. So I spent a lot of time there. Whitewater, they're the greatest Division II or Division III football team in the world, and they beat me more than once when I played with Lakeland. Actually, maybe they just beat me once. Yeah, they beat me bad. And he wrestled for him. And I love finding little connections. I like fighting my friends. Can we be friends after this, Corey? But let's try and make it happen whenever. All the time in the world. I'm definitely not going to rush something like that.
It's your second fight at 205. You're still feeling like this is the place to stay?
Yeah, I love it. The weight cut's a little easier. I can still get bigger. I can make the weight cut a little harder for myself, and I'm hoping to do that. And honestly, I work with Dynamic Fitness. They are the greatest. I mean, they wherever I want to be, they'll make sure I'm there, and they're just wonderful.
Something I've noticed at 205 pounds too, when you were fighting at 185, even though you were winning a lot of fights, you were sometimes frustrated with the lack of engagement that you got from your opponents. Do you feel like at this weight class it plays into your hand a little bit? Because John was engaging. He was going for it too.
Yeah, he was. John. Is it John or Gian? Have I been saying it wrong for the last 8 weeks? I've been saying Gian. I think that's it. He's a game fighter. I knew he was going to be. I knew he had so many. I mean, he throws bricks. He hit me once or twice, and I felt it. I mean, every time he hit me, and it kind of changed how much I engaged him back, and that was my fault. And he had a good game plan, and he adjusted well come round two.
At the end of the first round there, you had a moment where you dropped him. You were almost able to finish him. Were you surprised that he hung in there?
A little bit. I felt like I hit him flush. I hit him a few times in that first round that I felt were good. I was setting up that big one, and then when I landed the big one, I just ran out of time. Oh, and if you watch it, I threw one uppercut that skinned the hairs on his nose, and I wanted that to land.
Well, I know you said beforehand you really wanted to give a performance that the fans would be super excited about watching. How good do you feel about what you were able to give out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I would have done more. I always wish I would have done more. You all know I'm kind of a slower paced fighter, but I'm working on that. I felt I moved more than I think I've ever moved before. I know my punch count was low, but I bet you my step count was higher than ever before. I couldn't get the circle going the right way for me. So it slowed everything down.
And I know you're one that's always been very, very active. If you could lay it out by the end of 2018, how many more times are you going to try to get in there and fight?
How many more months are there? There's like 6. It's June, right? June 1st. We got 6 months. Let's get 5 more fights.
You said he was the toughest opponent you ever fought. After fighting guys like Rashad Evans, like Johnny Freer, is that just heat of the moment, or do you really think John Vellante was the toughest?
I also said I hit him with everything I could, and he went down once, but he didn't stay down. He kind of hit the ground, came back up. If I hit anyone else with what I hit him with, they would have stayed down. And he kept coming. He didn't really slow him down. So I literally mean he was one of the toughest SOBs I think I've ever shared the octagon with.
How was the experience here at the Adirondack Bank Center in Utica?
Oh, I love it. I think I've walked the city 60,000 times over the last week. It's such a pretty city. Everything's green. It's got the history to it. You guys have more banks than any city I think I've ever been to. So I might open an account now. I enjoyed the city. I met some really cool people at some of the restaurants, and it's just completely different than what I'm used to down in Southern California, and I liked it up here.
How are you gonna celebrate?
I'm going to Niagara Falls. It's my little girl's 5th birthday tomorrow. So she always tells me, all right, Daddy, go punch your friends in the face. That's her tips. And they said, well, what happens if he hits me? He said, don't let him hit you. Go punch your friends in the face. Make sure you win. I said, okay, I'll do it. So I did what my little girl said. We're going to go celebrate up in Niagara Falls, which is 2 hours away-ish.
Top three.
3 hours? 3 hours? Okay. Not the way we drive in California. We'll be there in an hour and a half. And we're going to celebrate with my little girl.
Cool.
My getting bigger little girl.
Cool.
Congrats.
Hey, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.